Hi, I'm Amanda Parks with the Woodward News, and we're joined today by Charles McCall. He used to be, are you still a Speaker of the House?
No,
Okay, you're running for governor.
correct.
Okay, and he's all over the state of Oklahoma today. He was at Pollyanna Cafe doing like a little town hall style meeting, and I didn't get to stay there for most of it. I did hear some of the issues that Oklahoma has had, but I didn't get to ask questions as to what are you going to do with those issues. Now, what motivated you to run for governor now after you've been you've been in the House for a long time, haven't you?
I served 12 years in the House of Representatives, 8 of those as Speaker of the House.
Okay.
I served in that post longer than anyone in the state history.
Mm-hmm.
What motivates me to run for governor really is Oklahoma is on the cusp of true excellence. We are emerging to the national stage as one of the best states in the country for our traditional values, where conservative policy has been proven out economically. The work that we did while I was in the House of Representatives, and more specifically as Speaker, those 8 years was really getting the economy turned around. I mean, from the worst of times with no reserves to exiting the best of times economically, where our economy had doubled in its output. We had cut taxes for people of the state, personal income tax, corporate. We eliminated the franchise, the grocery, and the marriage tax, all while our state's economy just kept setting record year after year after year. What inspires me to run for governor is Oklahoma is about to take a big jump forward for its people of the state. And there's work to be continue to be done, but I think we need effective leaders to ensure that happens. I think this election is very important who the people select.
Okay. You've proposed eliminating the state income tax. How would the state make up for that lost revenue?
That's a great question. And what we need to understand about taxation in the state, there's ultimately two classifications of taxes. There's productivity on income tax, and there's consumption-based taxes. Every time we cut the personal income tax, what happened? State revenues, the coffers got bigger. Why? You left more money in people's pocket and they spent it.
Okay.
And when they spend it, it throws off consumption taxes to cities, counties, and the state. Every time you cut the personal income tax, you are just letting people spend more of their money the way that they want to.
Okay.
So there is no loss of revenue when you're cutting the personal income tax.
Perfect. Oklahoma, you had brought this up. Oklahoma consistently ranks low in education. What would your administration do differently to improve student outcomes?
This is an executive branch function of education outcomes. Legislature did its job in funding, getting funding caught up in education in the state of Oklahoma. 1.5 billion new recurring dollars.
Like this year, or
they did it a period of 6 years.
Okay.
And that's more dollars in education funding than the previous 23 years combined.
Okay.
But specifically, the next governor of the state, although the governor is not elected to be the chief overseer of education, we can get the education outcomes up. Mississippi did it. They used to be behind us.
Okay.
We just need a plan that focuses on reading sufficiency and testing scores there, as well as math and science.
Okay.
We just need a plan that we commit to and we stick with.
Okay. And you had actually said, and I thought this was very interesting, about the not getting students ready for college, but getting them ready for life.
Yes, we should be focused on getting that student where they want to be and getting them prepared for life. There's a lot of very talented students in this state that want to follow the trades. You know, the what we used to call vocational or technical training that can. When they finish those certifications, they have a 6-figure job waiting on them. We have a real problem with finding plumbers, electricians, brick and stone masons, and those are people who make great great money. So let's not just focus on getting them ready for college.
Yeah.
Let's find out where their desires, their talents are,
Mm-hmm.
where they want to go, and get them prepared quicker for that.
I love that.
Yeah.
You've aligned with America First values. How would that shape your decisions as governor? Because you kind of do this Oklahoma First,
Yes,
America First.
I do. First of all, the governor of the state needs to be focused on the state. Okay, we need to be making decisions. The agencies that the governor oversees needs to be making decisions and doing what's in the best interest of the people of the state, first and foremost. America First, I completely believe in that effort as well, bringing manufacturing back to this country. Specifically, I want it back in Oklahoma.
In the United States.
I want it, first, opportunities here for our people.
Okay.
We are the 10th fastest growing state in the country right now.
Okay.
Which is great for us. That creates some challenges also. But we're going to have the opportunity, and I want to see rural Oklahoma focused on more than it has been by the state in the past.
Yeah. Speaking of rural Oklahoma, what are you hearing from voters in rural communities like ours, and what concerns are coming up the most?
Well, I think jobs and economic development are always something to talk about. In rural Oklahoma, where I'm from as well, I grew up in a rural community, still live there today. In southeast Oklahoma.
Okay.
Agriculture is big. The water issues is an issue everywhere in the state. These are all things that are part of our economy right now. I'm hoping to see us be able to diversify ourselves in rural Oklahoma.
Okay. What is one thing you'd accomplish in your first 100 days?
Well,
what would you like to?
Well, I want to get a lot of things done in the first 100 days. But day one, I'm going to call in all the executive, the directors of every agency, and I'm going to make it very clear that from this day forward, you work for the people of the state of Oklahoma. We're going to start executing the executive branch of government in a manner that serves the people of the state of Oklahoma. The people, that's what government job is. That's why they exist. Sometimes government thinks that it exists for people to serve it, and that's not the way it's going to be under Governor McCall's administration. It's going to serve the people. We've got a lot of things to address. There are state agencies that need to be overhauled. I get more complaints about DHS than any other agency touring the state. It's a very large agency. It's been piecemealed over time. Things added to it. It needs to be overhauled. There's a lot to do in the executive branch, and I plan to come in with a very aggressive agenda to get a lot of things done in that very first session with with the legislature.
And what can you promise specifically to Northwest Oklahoma if elected governor?
Well, I think promises are really tricky. But what I promise is I'll always be honest, I'll be transparent, and I won't embarrass you.
Okay.
But ultimately, while I'm on the campaign, the 77 county tour, is to listen to people.
Okay.
Not tell them what they should do, but to listen and find out, what is it that Woodward or Woodward County or this region of the state really needs the state to focus on. Okay. That's what I want to do. And I want to go do the big things. I want to do the things that move the needle for the people of the state of Oklahoma. Okay. Because the state of Oklahoma is just a reflection of how well people and business are doing. And government should just foster the right environment for families and business to flourish. But it's very regional. What works in southeast Oklahoma is not going to necessarily fit or work or what people want in northwest Oklahoma. Okay. So that's what I want to do, what the people want me to do. So
can you tell them a little bit about what you heard today at Pollyanna Cafe? Did you hear anyone voice any concerns? I know the sheriff was there.
Right.
I saw someone from High Plains, and I'm not sure of the other. I know Carl Newton. Was it Carl Newton?
Yes, Representative Newton was here.
Okay.
And Pat Skowski,
okay.
who's just It's technically outside this area.
Okay.
But yes, and the big issues that we hear, why are we 50th in education outcomes? We talked about that a little bit this morning in the plan that I already mentioned on addressing that. Also, one of the big things that we continue to deal with, will continue, has to do with marijuana in the state of Oklahoma and illegal grows, and county sheriff's departments having the necessary resources to address it. I'm going to make sure that the state resources are deployed to help the county sheriffs in eliminating all illegal grows in Oklahoma. I want to commend the Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics and the sheriffs across the state. They're at ground zero getting that done. We've passed laws, we have funded, but we are going to root out and eliminate all foreign ownership and all illegal grows, and I'm fully prepared to seize that land and turn it back over for county auction if that's what it takes. And I'm fully prepared to deploy state resources, and it's state level law enforcement to help the county law enforcement get its arms around it. Those were the two main issues we talked about this morning.
Perfect. I really appreciate you coming in today.
It's my pleasure.
Can you tell them a little bit of where you're headed now? You said the 77 county tour. Are you guys headed to?
We're headed to Shattuck first,
Okay.
and then later in the day to Cheyenne.
Okay.
So we started out in the Panhandle last week, out in Cimarron County, and we are going to hit all 77 counties.
Okay.
And we're there to listen to people, talk about vision also. And I really believe that Oklahoma's economy can double again in output, if not triple. But we just have to have a proven conservative leader at the helm.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Great to be with you.
You have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.